guys, thanks so much for tuning in again. Today I am here with my December favorites. I cannot believe 2013 is in the rearview mirror at this point. I just feel like it went by so fast. So I hope you all had amazing holidays and have a very happy and safe new year. But I'm gonna go ahead and just kick off my December favorites. There's a lot to get through. I feel like with all the holiday parties that I'm sure we've all been attending, makeup has been sort of at the top of our minds as we're constantly getting glammed up and ready to go out. So I kind of have a lot to get through, so I'm just gonna jump right on in. The first thing I wanted to touch on was the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. This is no surprise. I know tons of people have been talking all about this on YouTube and the beauty blogosphere, but let me just say, I absolutely love these colors. I have green, kind of hazelish colored eyes, and I think that these colors just complement green eyes so beautifully. I love rose gold. I love warm kind of pinks and browns. So when I saw that they were coming out with this, I was personally really excited. I know a lot of people sort of had mixed reactions and reviews of this, but I will say I've been really happy, and if you like these types of pinky golden shades, I would highly recommend checking it out. A product I sort of rediscovered in my collection this month that does pair really well with this Naked palette is the Benefit One Hot Minute. This is sort of a powder, shimmer, bronzer, highlighter in one. And there's something about this stuff, it just makes your face look airbrushed. And it just gives you this nice soft glow and warmth to the skin. And it's not highly pigmented. It's not something that I would recommend using as a contour, but it just works really pretty. Over blush, sort of in that area, do the 3 on the side of the face to really give you that warmth and that glow that, you know, we're all kind of needing in the dead of winter when we're all looking a little bit pale. Another product I wanted to mention that I did mention in my November favorites video, but I continue to reach for tons and tons, is the Benefit Rockateur blush. I had to add this one in because I think this color blush works so well with the Naked 3 shadows. If you just kind of look at these side by side, you'll see that the colors are just really similar in that sort of warm browny pinky kind of warm rose goldy hue. So if you're looking for a really pretty neutral everyday blush that will complement the colors in Naked 3, I would highly recommend checking out Rockateur. I use it all the time. Okay. Moving on, another product I got to try out this month, and it was just a sample, and I haven't purchased the full size yet, but I'm absolutely loving it, and it's the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes Mascara. I included the Lights Camera Lashes in my last month's video of favorites because that is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. So I had ordered something from Tarte and got this as a free sample and was really excited to try it out. The applicator is a little bit different than the Lights Camera Lashes. It's a little bit more of that sort of plasticky brush similar to CoverGirl Lash Blast or Benefit's They're Real, but this gives you tons of volume, great lengthening, it's very dramatic. So maybe not for an everyday look, but if you're looking for a really dramatic lash look, I would highly recommend checking that one out. I really enjoyed it. Moving on to some lip colors, I have quite a few to get through here. Starting off with some reds that I've been reaching for a ton. These are both Revlon Colorburst lip butters, and I talk about these all the time, and as you guys can see, they're well loved. And there are 2 red shades that they have in the line. The first one is number 35, Candy Apple. You can see there. This is sort of your traditional red color. It's a very bright candy apple red, as the name suggests. It's a very nice kind of red lip that's very bright. It does kind of fade down to a pink. So if you don't like a pinky toned red, you might not like this one, but if you do wear this all day and you don't reapply, it will leave a little bit of a pink look on your lips, which I personally don't mind. And then the other one is number 40, Red Velvet. And this is another lip butter, but this one is more of that kind of deeper berry red, that sort of bricky, brownish toned red, which I really haven't been enjoying as well. So it's just sort of up to you. Sometimes I reach for the brighter red, sometimes I reach for the more browny, brick toned red. It's really up to you. But all in all, my lips have been so dry throughout December. It's been so frigid and cold here in Chicago. So I've been really happy to be using these very frequently for all my holiday parties and such. Keeping in the theme of the lips, I wanted to mention two lip glosses, and these are by L'Oreal that I've been absolutely loving. Really great kind of winter shades. The first one is number 163 Plum Rush, and this one looks really intimidating in the tube. It looks almost like a blackberry color, and you know, I would be a little intimidated by that, but because it's a gloss and it does go on fairly sheer, it's actually a very beautiful color. There it is there. Sort of that darker, plummy, blackberry shade, but in a gloss, it's gorgeous. It has a really nice kind of purpley plum undertone, and as it fades, it does sort of stain the lips and stays on very well. So that was one of my favorites throughout the month that I was reaching for. And then the other one is number 161 Mystic Mauve. And this one here is a little bit more of a brownie, kind of taupey mauve color. As you'll see, I'll show you the swatch. Definitely less dark and less plum, more of like a neutral, a brownie neutral, but a very flattering, pretty neutral for every day. So if you haven't tried these two colors of the lip glosses, I would highly recommend them. The lip gloss is probably one of my favorite drugstore lip gloss formulations, so absolutely love those. They're very affordable. Next up, I'm going to talk about a Benefit lipstick, and this is in the color Talk Flirty, and this is the new packaging of the Benefit lipsticks. I had never tried these before, but I actually picked up one of my other favorites, the Lollitint over at Benefit, and they recommended that I pair it with the Talk Flirty lipstick. So I'll go ahead and swatch the Talk Flirty for you. As you can see, I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging, but the actual formulation of these lipsticks is really good. They're very buttery and moisturizing, but this one is actually quite pigmented as well. It's one of the more pigmented lipsticks in the line. A lot of these are not pigmented, so if you like a really pigmented lipstick, be careful. Make sure you go in the store and you try them on. Talk Flirty was recommended to me as one of the most pigmented ones, but as you can see there, it's sort of like an orchardy, pinky purple color, and I don't usually gravitate towards purples like this, but I really found it absolutely gorgeous, especially, I hope you guys can see this swatch okay, especially when paired with the Lollitint cheek tint. I'm a huge fan of these Benefit cheek tints, and this one is sort of a purpley candy orchard tint, as they call it, and I'll swatch this for you. This can be used on both the cheeks and the lips. So here you can see the color. It is pretty dark, which I do like, because a lot of the Benetint or Cha Cha Tint, you know, a lot of the tint products from Benefit are not incredibly pigmented. So it definitely stains very quickly. You can see that that just stained my hand as I'm rubbing it away. It's not going away. So it will stain your cheeks and your lips for a very, very long wearing, pretty kind of look. And I wish I could show you these side by side, that orchard color, but together they look awesome. What you can do is you can use the Lollitint as sort of a base on your lips, as almost like a liner or a stain, and then top it with the Talk Flirty lipstick. I have pictures of this on my Instagram of me wearing this lip tint with the lipstick, so if you want to check that out, I'll include a link to my Instagram below. And one other Benefit product that I've been really enjoying layering on top of my Lollitint is the Hervana blush. And I know that you guys are probably familiar with this, but it's sort of a swirl of a bunch of different colors: orchid, beige, peach, and honestly, it's very subtle. It's not very pigmented at all. I honestly don't think you'll even be able to hardly see a swatch of it. I just swatched it right there. But it really does look beautiful on top of this tint. Just kind of perk it up a little bit, give you a little bit that soft glow, that airbrushed finish. Another favorite of mine this month has been the Tarte Natural Cheek Stain in the color Flush. and I'm gonna post another video about red cheeks, because red cheeks have been one of my favorite things throughout the month of December to rock. As you can see, I'm wearing this today. It's a really pretty kind of flushed glow, and I'm gonna talk about a few different red blushers that I have in my collection that I would recommend to you guys. So, but this is just probably my favorite one that I used throughout the month, and there is a swatch of it there. So a really nice kind of berry red colored cheek tint. Okay, just a couple more things. Finally, I know I've been talking a lot about Benefit in this video, but I've had this forever and I just continue to reach for it, especially in the winter months. It's the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and I love this highlighter because it's in a stick form. I just think that it's easy to use, it's easy to throw in your bag, it's easy to touch up, and has a really pretty champagne-y kind of by candlelight glow to it. I'm not sure if you can see that right there. I just swatched it, but love this, especially for the holidays where we all kind of want that sheen and that glow to our skin. Great New Year's product if you have this and you're not sure what to wear for New Year's. Absolutely love that. And then I have to mention my Real Techniques brush here. I think this is called the Duo Fiber Blending Brush, or maybe it's a blush brush, I'm not sure. But I absolutely love this for blending out any cream or liquid kind of cheek products. So I use it to blend out my cheek tint from Tarte. I use it on a lot of my Benefit cheek tints like the Lollitint, and I also use it on cream blushes. I think winter is a great time to bust out your cheek stains, your cheek tints, anything with that sort of dewy glow or that lustrous kind of finish to it. And I personally hate blending things with my fingers, especially stains. I hate when I get stain marks all over my fingers. So this has been my kind of saving grace to help me blend out my cheek color throughout the month of December. So highly recommend that. And then my final product is just sort of a random one, but I picked up this hairbrush from Forever 21 and I absolutely love it. It has kind of gold polka dots with the kind of white cream background. And, ooh, sorry, typically I use a paddle brush, but I've been really liking this kind of smaller oval shaped brush just to get out knots. I know I've been wearing a lot of infinity scarves like this with like necklaces, kind of show you my outfit here, but my hair gets really tangled and caught behind at the nape of the neck. So it's been really helpful to have a smaller brush handy. You can throw this in a bag, you can just keep it out on your makeup counter, and it looks kind of pretty and nice to just be able to just brush out all those knots and kinks that can form so easily when you're wearing so many scarves throughout the winter. Anyways guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you had an amazing holiday, a great 2013, and have a very, very happy and safe new year.